So my name is Dave Wright. I am the teacher enrichment here for the esports at Hills Road. I've been here for just this year after running a competition between Hills Road and another local sixth form college last year. So the head of extracurricular here, Aidan Duffy, he contacted me because he found out about it and said, we would like to enter the British Esports Championship, but we don't have a member of staff who can be here. Would you like to come and work here for an hour a week to lead our teams? And I thought this sounds like a fantastic opportunity to promote esports, and so we thought, yeah, let's do it. Of the three things that British Esports do, which is Overwatch, Rocket League and League of Legends, I have all three games and play them, but it's League of Legends that I'm most keen on. I really like the teamwork and strategy aspect that's involved with it, and to be able to be with a group of students who are wanting to play competitively and to be able to coach them and manage them as a team is just a fantastic opportunity. I'd say the difference that I've seen is that the students, when they turned up initially, it's like, this is computer games club. I can, instead of having to go and do creative writing or drama or play a sport or something, I can come and play a computer game and tick a box for the college as part of the doing the enrichment. However, as time has gone by, they've really taken it as being something where, you know, this matters to them. This is not something where they're just doing it because they've got nothing else to do, that this actually matters. And when we started the spring split, I started with a PowerPoint which had a whole bunch of criteria, and the first one of those criteria was that you want to win, which is the easiest criteria to meet, but also the most important. That they are here not because they're ticking a box for some Hills Road enrichment, but they're here because they want to win. They recognise that this is a national competition, they recognise that this matters to them, and that's what they're wanting out of it. I'd say the biggest challenge that we faced for that season was getting the team to work together as a five-man team. We were blessed in that team to have two diamond ranked players, which I wasn't expecting when I came and ran this as enrichment, but it was largely because of their skill that we got through to the finals. However, they didn't spend a lot of time practicing as a team, particularly outside of Wednesday afternoons, and that's something that they are very much working on for the spring split, and is going to be, I think, one of their strengths by the end of it. If we get to the finals again, I'm hoping that it won't work out the same, with some members of the team being on a completely different page to other members of the team. What I'd like to see in future seasons of esports championships is not necessarily more games, but an easier flow for more schools to join in. We've had a fantastic increase from last year, where with running the prototype there was, I think, 15 teams, to this year where there were 41 teams entering League of Legends competition, and yet this is not even a fraction of a number of schools and colleges around the UK. A way that I would like to see the UK change is to promote esports as being equivalent to sports around schools and colleges in England. When it comes to European competitions, the UK is still far behind other nations, particularly places like China and Korea and North America, when it comes to esports. And there's no reason why it needs to be that way. What needs to happen is a nationwide shift in perspective of how esports is viewed. And if there's any place, I would say, for British esports to be, it's promoting that vision, promoting esports on a national level, trying to get as many schools and colleges involved as they possibly can, to the point where it's not just 15 up to 41, but we've got like hundreds of colleges and schools across the UK all taking part in esports. Football is a game. It's a team game. It is a game that is played in schools and colleges around the UK, and if you get really good at it, you can play it professionally. League of Legends is a game. It's a team game. It's a game where if you get really good at it, you can play it professionally. Sports and esports are not so different, and yet the perspective of esports in schools and colleges is not the same as the perspective of sports. If your child were to play for your school's football team, there should be an equal amount of pride in that as if your child were to play for your school's League of Legends team. It'd have to be challenging, motivating, enjoyable.
Thank you very much.